I have no idea how long exactly it's been, but it's been long enough. It has been long enough. We're back. Actually, you know what? Let me check how long exactly it's been since we played this game. Hold on. Now I'm actually curious because I know it's been a while. First of all, hi, hello, hey, happy Saturday. Hope everyone's doing well today. It has been... Okay, why is YouTube not letting me do... YouTube? Why is it... Oh, okay, there we go. It has been... almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. So it's been a while. It's been a minute. It has been a hot minute. And to be fair, quite a bit has happened in that time. And like, of course, well, like we had HSR stuff, of course. Then every now, like a couple times, I was like on, well, not on vacation, but I was, you know, taking time off and stuff. Then some group stuff, other things. So felt like there was like rarely like a time to like really sit down and, you know, log in, I guess, because it kind of always was like, well, I can do one stream and then I'll have to pause for another week, and then I do another stream and then I'll have to pause for another week, and I kind of didn't want to do that. And now we actually have some time. We have today, and next week the only thing that's coming up is the HSR live stream on Friday. And the other 2 days I can possibly dedicate to this. I'm not actually sure. I'm gonna try to get through this case a little faster than I usually would, maybe. Just because I do really want to finish it. Three streams is the limit. I'm gonna try to get through this case within 3 streams. Previously on A36, can't remember. I still know where we left off. I'm still pretty good when it comes, like, I didn't like get a refresher or anything, but I don't think I need one. I'll just look through the court record for us for a little bit and you know, go from there. But I think we should be fine. But yeah, I do want to finally finish this game up so I can, you know, put a pin in it properly. I know we still have the special case, the post main story case open, but I can, you know, I can save that for another time. Maybe like a little like one-off, well, not one-off, but you know, like just throw it in somewhere. But I do want to finish this game up so I can, you know, like properly declare it as completed for the time being. And I can actually, you know, more focus on other stuff, because this has been like in the back of my mind the whole time. And it's kind of been like bothering me that I was like, well, like I could never find like the right timing to get back to this game, even though I just wanted to finish it. So there's Asinine Attorney, if that's still a thing. If I do it another time. We still have the Chronicles that I need to get to at some point. And anything else I am currently not worrying about at all. So yeah, I did look up how long this case is presumably gonna be, and how long it's gonna take me in return. So apparently, we should be able to get this case done within 3 streams. Actually, let me check, because we can't just check like the chapters and estimate. Let me do this real quick. So here. Okay, there we go. We can just check. We got the investigation. We got the trial day 1. We got investigation day 2. Trial day 2 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. well, post-trial wrap-up I'm not counting, so 11. So if we can get through, like, 3 to 4 in one stream, that should be fine. It's probably gonna go a bit faster because I've decided... No, actually, yes. Because I've decided that we can just load up the game while we're at it. Yes. Because I did decide that it's probably gonna go faster if I'm still gonna like cross-exam during like the cross-examination. I'm still gonna like press everything. I'm still gonna like do everything I can to get silly flavor text and silly dialogue. I'm still not gonna read everything out because my throat is also feeling a little wacky today. My throat is a little scratchy. So it's probably gonna go faster if I don't read through every single line. If I just skim them. Anyway, here we are. Oh. Alright. That's what this is. That's where this is. Where this comes from. Also, the Legend of Zelda Ace Attorney game, heard it was pretty good. 9:28. That's a specific time. High Court of Crime. Accused lobby. It's complete chaos outside. Honestly thought you started over. Yeah, for a second because I was like, yeah, but this is where that scene actually comes in. Let's just say the Defiant Dragon supporters demonstrating for Dirk's freedom have taken a very special interest in the outcome of today's trial. They look about ready to string us up if we lose. Trials here are pretty much like the ones back home, but with one major difference. The divination seance. The victim's final memories will become a matter for deliberation. Heard about that, but they haven't stopped you from winning your cases here in Khura'in. True, but it wasn't easy. Still, the memories of the dead are simply another piece of evidence. There's always a way to deal with them if your client is truly innocent. Well, I know Dirk is innocent, but... Big secret. Yeah, fun stuff. Yep. Dork! What's that secret you're keeping? What voice did I give you? What voice did I give you? Here you go, just like I promised. Thanks, Stats. Wait, weren't you arrested by the police yesterday? Yep, and I spent the night in the slammer. I had a fine meal, a shower, even a bed. What more could I ask for? How did they let you keep... How did they not find... I mean, I guess if you hit it in advance, but like... That actually sounds way better than where we're staying. What is my model? I don't know. So remember, AJ, if Dirk's found guilty today, they'll all probably be found guilty under the Defense Culpability Act too. I cannot speak. Nayuta said something to that effect. Which Gowron wants to take advantage of today to crush our revolution once and for all. Sure does. No pressure, though. We'll be fine. I'm going to win this one. You'll see. The trial will begin shortly, Apollo. Let's make our way to the courtroom. Right. Right. Water. Smack. Long time no hair. Let the trial of Dirk Sarmati begin. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Majesty. So it's really come down to this. Well, don't expect me to hold anything back, Nayuta. This trial will examine both the murder of Justice Minister Inga Karkul Khura'in and the assassination of the former Queen Amara Sigatar Khura'in. Names! First, I believe we should address the murder of Mr. Inga. Would that be acceptable, Prosecutor Sadmati? Buddy? Prosecutor Sadmati? Ooh. Yes, of course. Please proceed. He's lost in his head. He's absent-minded. He's not fully here. What's with him? Oh, very unlike you, Prosecutor. Is your mind elsewhere this day? Not at all, Your Majesty. Are you really going to be able to go through with this, Nayuta? I mean, hey, listen. If he's not at his A game, that just makes it easier for us. Well, Prosecutor Sadmati, I would be remiss if I failed to voice a concern of mine. I have heard mention that you are son to the accused, Dirk Sadmati. You have heard true. Does that fact pose some sort of problem, Your Majesty? Usually it would, yeah. Father being prosecuted by his own son. Could one possibly deliberate such a case without having personal feelings intervene? Yeah, there's a name for that. Your Honor, Your Majesty, whatever. Yes, without question. Anyone who handle this, even if he is Prosecutor Sadmati going at his own father, is just... How can a son of a criminal even be a prosecutor in the first place? Aww. Dirk. Fellow citizens, you would do well not to underestimate my son. He is not one to allow personal feelings to interfere with the execution of his duty. Isn't that right, Ah! I will not stop until my work here is done. See? So all you doubters just sit back down before you trip over your own stupidity. I love him! Ah! The accused will not take the stand without first being summoned. In any case, if Prosecutor Sadmati has no issue with this arrangement, then let us commence the deliberations. Wait, is that motherfucking... One moment, if you would. What do you want? What brings you here? Look at how nervous he is. God, I do not like this woman at all. Your Majesty, it would appear that Prosecutor Sadmati does indeed have some reservations. That's not true. Did you truly believe you could deceive me? One should hold no reservations if one is to stand on these hallowed funerary grounds. I have none, Your... No, it is clear we cannot leave this matter to you. We shall handle the prosecution of enemy of the crown, Dirk Sadmati, personally. But remain by our side and bear witness to how a true prosecutor enforces the law. Excuse me, but is the Queen going to prosecute the case? Is that, you know, you silly, silly boy. There is no need for concern. Before we were crowned queen, we served as a prosecutor. Really? As a foreigner, your ignorance can be excused, but know this. The prosecutor in charge of Queen Amara's assassination case 23 years ago was none other than Her Eminence, Queen Garan Sigatar Karain. That hat of her makes it look like her hair stretches all the way to the curtains. First Your Majesty, and now this. Why doesn't anyone ever tell me these things? I heard she served as the Minister of Justice, but she was also a prosecutor? I'm guessing she probably moved up the ladder from prosecutor to Justice Minister. We prosecuted that case 23 years ago, but no verdict was ever rendered. We had one guilty verdict in every case until then, for no lawyer could stand up to us. Oh, it's a Von Karma situation? Oh, I am at a loss for words. To think I would once more bear witness to Her Eminence at work in the Hall of Justice. Our first trial in 23 years. No quarter shall be given to criminals. We shall prosecute them with all our might. Oh, right, I forgot about this. Dear God. Uh-huh. That is an outfit. That is an outfit. That's Queen Garon. Talk about an extreme makeover. Oh dear. Hold on, let me take another sip of water. It's all coming back now, the feel of my blood pumping through my veins. Yeah, dude, motherfucking Ursula knockoff. Woe to you, O enemies of Khura'in, for I shall personally slice, dice, and grind you up into hog feed. I don't suppose I can ask her to roll back on her polite, pre-makeover personality. Know this, lawyer. Yes? Now that I stand as prosecutor, consider your defense's bench a headsman's scaffold. If you wish to leave any last words, I advise you to start thinking of them now. While you still have a head with which to think, that is. Beep! She's dead serious. Now it is time for the divination seance. Rafa, come forth. Oh, look at the baby! Your benevolence, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Baby! Your benevolence, I understand it may be difficult for you, but may we proceed with the divination seance? Yes, let us proceed. Forgive me for asking, but are you feeling physically unwell? So I would advise you to avoid any undue exertion. Your benevolence? Oh, it's like her mind's anywhere but here. After we fucking left her with her mother? Yeah, I would think so. Who knows what that woman fucking told her? Victor, welcome in. Been years since I last played this game. It has been months since I played this game. We're finishing it up. A lot's happened since yesterday. On top of the murder of her beloved father, she found out that he'd been planning a coup. Right, that too. And today she'll have to experience his death through his own eyes. That won't be enough to shake anyone up. Still, it seems like she's worse off today than she was yesterday. Yeah, maybe because we fucking left her with Garon! I don't remember her being this depressed. Yeah! Maybe that's why! Maybe that's why! Wait. Aaron didn't do something to her, did she? You think? Is Nana still missing? Nana is still missing. Your evidence about today's divination seance. As I understand it, the prosecution has yet to review its content. Oh. Is this deviation from protocol a part of your plan? Huh? Prosecutor Samadi, would you care to explain your actions? Your Eminence, the accused was caught at the scene of the crime. Therefore, I deem no seance will be necessary for such a clear-cut case. Oh, he wanted to spare her! You and your bleeding heart. You seek to spare Rafa the trauma of witnessing her father's death. Is that why you have done this? Not at all. You were concerned for me, Prosecutor Sadnati? That's oddly compassionate of him, all things considered. Your Eminence, Your Majesty, regardless of what is best for her benevolence, this case is blessed with a bounty of incontrovertible evidence, so I believe we could reach a swift verdict without devoting precious time to a seance. You have a point. Personally, I would like to spare her benevolence any undue misery. Experiencing the murder of a loved one is a burden no one should have to bear. Oh. Can this trial truly proceed without a divination seance? Can't blame her for not wanting to experience her father's murder firsthand. What are your feelings on the matter? Souls, welcome in! Shall we have her benevolence return home for some much-needed rest? We shall not. Go fuck yourself. Oh, I hate you! Oh... You fools spoil her with your feckless words of compassion. Oh, you whore! Listen well, Rafa. You have spoken time and time again about how grown up you are now. Yes, but... So, let us see if the royal priestess has truly come into her own. Are you prepared to fulfill your duty and perform the divination seance as you should? Say no. It's fine, honey. Say no. I bet Garen's muscles aren't even muscles. They're probably just like painted on or something. That's better. See? Problem solved. Oh, Rafa, is this really a good idea? Guess we'll see. Let us begin the divination seance. Oh, she can't even call for Nana! Looks like Nana's still missing. It's been a whole day already. Barbed hair. Oh, yes. You remove my robe. What? Why me? Just give her this, Phoenix. Don't keep her benevolence waiting now, Mr. Wright. Just give her this. Can't you see she's ready to begin? Great. I've been reduced to loyal robe remover. The RRR. The R3. It's like she's grooming Mr. Wright to be Nana's replacement. Very well, Your Benevolence. Please start when you are ready. Come, Rafa. You know what must be done. There is no turning back now. I know. Final memories of the deceased. This should be interesting.
始祖様の名のもとに、御霊の託戦の儀式を執り行う。
But no one came, dude.
皆の者、目を開き、耳を傾けよ。今、奉納の舞をもって、被害者の御霊を呼び戻さん。解くと見よ。水鏡に映し出されし、最後の記憶を。
Alright. One last time, we'll watch this. God. Throat. Alright, let's see here. Oh, right, I forgot. It keeps going. I think you can skip this, but for the, you know, it's the last one probably, so we're gonna let it run out. We're gonna let it run. I think we could actually skip it. Yeah, we could. Cue SpongeBob transition. No. Okay, let's see here. What do we have? Watch this. First try. Oh my god, baby! Honey! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh, she is gonna pass out. Yep. At least someone fucking catch her! What's wrong? Oh my god. Oh, go fuck yourself! Bailiff, take her benevolence to the first aid station at once. This is not good. And who made her do it? Your Eminence, do you have any idea why her benevolence collapsed so suddenly? It seems she was not ready for what the deceased was to reveal. It overwhelmed her. And who fucking made her do it? Oh my god, my hatred for this woman! It grows with every passing second. Her inexperience and immaturity left her ill-prepared to face her father's death. And she said she could go through with it. How very disappointing. Oh my god, I need to punch you. I know someone who's not winning Mother of the Year. Ever. I mean, of course Rayfa's going to be overwhelmed. She's still just a child. It seems we have no choice but to move on to witness testimony. Your Majesty? Oh, yes, let us proceed. Bailiff, summon the first witness if you would. Alright. Also, Dirk, what is with those shoes? Is this not the accused? My hatred for her was so high back then that I had to finish this immediately, even if it means getting wet during rainy season. It really happened. I mean, hey, listen, valid. For true justice is more than a unilateral presentation of the facts by the prosecution. That seems uncharacteristically fair of her. However, should the accused fail to produce convincing testimony, he, along with his cabal, whatever, of traitorous lawyers shall immediately be found guilty. What the fuck is wrong with you? And their heads will roll from their shoulders. What? I should have known there was a catch. Your court, your rules, same as it always was, I see, Garan. Now then, Mr. Dirk Sarmati, if you could enlighten us as to what happened. Well, I would, if I could. Great! Dirk explains himself. I was struck by a sudden dizziness the moment I entered the tomb. Next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand. And lying right in front of me was Inga, dead as a doornail. I have no recollection of what happened in the interim. But I didn't kill him. At least I don't think I did. It'd go against everything I believe in. Great! Finished on my phone during the waiting shed. There were no roofs. Or on the waiting shed, no roofs, only motivation. You know what? That's perfectly valid. Anyway, that didn't explain shit. For the record, let it be known that the accused's fingerprints were all over the murder weapon. And since he was caught in the act, there was no chance for a third party to tamper with it. Or so you think. That certainly seems to point the finger at you, Mr. Sanmari. Oh god, even as a lawyer, I have to agree with you there, your majesty. Ha 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 ha. Seriously? This is no laughing matter. This is exactly what Garan wanted. You have Dirk try to plead his case only to fail miserably. How low can she go? Prosecutor, behold this most unpleasant of spectacles and let it be etched into your soul. See how instead of accepting the inevitable, those fish-brained lawyers flounder and flop themselves straight into the abyss of despair. Yes, your eminence. Show. Would the defense please begin their cross-examination? Annoying, annoying, you are so annoying. Alright. Struck by sudden dizziness. Okay. What do we have here? Struck by sudden dizziness. Was because illness. It's never happened before. Buddy. That's not the issue here. A killer who does not recall his crime? How very convenient. Next, I imagine you will plead insanity. I mean, hey, would that work? I mean, that's usually how they do things. That's usually how things are done, kind of. Worse than Rayton's, worse than Antition? Oh, absolutely. See, the thing is that with Rayton's and like Rayton's was he was annoying, but also kind of fun, you know? Like he was very annoying, but you know, like especially towards the end, like the little like pathetic side he showed, kind of fun. Antition is just also despicable. He is a politician. No pun, well I guess pun intended. But he was just a fucking loser. This one strikes a different chord with me because this, not only is she like a horrible person and very corrupt and whatever, but also I feel very strongly about parental figures. And if they're horrible, abusive parental figures who show no shred of remorse, my god. Abusive mothers who show absolutely no regret, no remorse for what they're doing. Dear god. Like, this woman is just annoying and frustrating on a personal level. Wait, what did he say? Your malevolence. Ha! It's your baseless speculation that I would decry as foolish. You deceitful witch. Get her ass! Is it your wish that I should claim your head right now in this very hall? Well, that would certainly speed things along. I've seen worse, but she's definitely on my please kick the bucket list. Yeah, like, it's just a personal thing. Like, as someone with a moderately fucked up family, like, this one just hits closer, you know? I just feel like very strongly about parental figures, both good and bad. Which is also why I love Dirk. Dirk, why don't you let me handle it from here? And if there's anything you need to say, you can say it through me, okay? Anything to stop you from reneedling the queen? No, 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 no. I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand. Could have been, but I mean, we checked it. I mean, could have been. I presume. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Does she go anywhere without these goons? Okay, yeah, there was no one. Yep. I know, no one with the sword. Yep, there was no one there. There you have it. Uh-huh. But to be fair, if she or anyone else, if anyone of high standing, which could have only been her, if it was her, she could easily order them not to say anything. Like, she could move around without being caught. Beyond the realm of possibility, unless it was you! Completely sealed off. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Shut your traps. Thanks for nothing, gallery guys, if our graves weren't already deep enough. Slim to none, but that's not zero. Slim does not mean zero. Pumpkin, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. It's like the more we press, the thinner our case gets. It's fine. Yeah, we keep pressing. We keep pressing. Always keep pressing. AKP. Probably. Oh. Oh, me? Yeah, you could say that. The way he was not prepared at all. They start with no viable evidence, useful testimony, or any hope of winning. But through cold sweat, desperation, and a little luck, I always manage to pull them off. Right? I can see we are kindred spirits, you and I. Taking cases like that must shave years off your life. Yeah, he is going to die within the year. Now that I have a 3DS, I might as well replay the trilogy. Heck, I'll even try the GBA ones and see what they were like. Hell yeah. What'd you see? You say that he was as dead as a doornail. How can he be so sure? Pretty easy to spot the difference between a soulless man and the soulless shell of a man. Complexion, the amount of blood at the scene made obvious which it was. You shall join Minister English much than expected. You can bow your head before him and seek his forgiveness there in the cloud realm. What happened to Dork's croissant badge? Didn't he give it to Apollo? Pretty sure that he did. There was still a little love in your heart 23 years ago. You even used to think of me as a brother. Did that a did she? Dirk, I'm begging you. Enough of the lip, just deliver your testimony, please. Okay. I feel like at this point, like right now, we can just press things. Or... well, we'll press the remaining two and see if... that triggers a cutscene. Complete blank. You should know memory of the event. Your guild is without question. Not much of age. I mean, does he have no motive? Like in the broad scheme of things, he could. They could make something up. I've declared countless times that I lead a bloodless revolution. Hey, good on you! Good on you! Yeah, I mean, you could consider it a personal grudge of sorts. I mean, of course it's important. Garons use too much to sweep a bed, they're floating. Important statement, yep, add it. Add it. Okay, so that might be it also. I don't have motherfucking version. Would you be more specific? I'm talking about dragging this pompous prosecutor here off her bloody throne. So go ahead, Garon, act all high and mighty now, because it's the last chance you'll get. You still speak of rebellion despite the charges against you. You truly are a fool. I will prove your guilt soon enough and display your head for all of Khura'in to see. People will forever speak of you, not as a revolutionary, but as the terrorist you are. You're mistaken, your maleficence? It'll be you the people speak of, as the tyrant who was overthrown by her own people. I wonder if he will still be spewing such nonsense before the headsman's axe. Oh, he would! Yep. I know that self-restraint is as foreign as apple pie to Dirk, but I'd really rather go home than to the Twilight Realm after this. I don't think I did. I go get everything I believe in. I mean, yeah, if he doesn't remember it, there's no... I mean, that's all he's got. Okay. I mean, I'm the one cross-examining the defendant and all. Apollo, listen, buddy. The queen is the law. Uh-huh. Essentially, I need not follow the laws that are in place. I can make and break them at will. Yeah, that's totally not a concerning thing for a ruler to say. Totally not worrying. Okay. Though I guess there's no evidence that proves I didn't kill him either. Oh, please, will you stop agreeing with everything the prosecution says? Alright, I'll stick to the fact from now on. Remember, son, if you truly believe in me, you should be able to prove my innocence. I know you can do it. Aww. Aww. Okay, you must have myth for detect your truths or no one. Yeah, okay. That's the thing. Okay. Let me have another look. So it's definitely... Nope. Nope. Probably. What was the other one? Yeah, it's probably this one. So, what do we have? This one doesn't matter. Time of death, 3 p.m. Diagram, Amara sarcophagus. Stabbed in the back with a knife. Inga's button discovered in the ashes of the tomb's incense burners, cracked and suit. Caked and suit. This is Dirk's. Unidentified blood stain. Your Eminence, I'm afraid this trial will not go exactly as you anticipated. Because I can show how there might have been a third party in that tomb. Oh, how very fascinating. Go on, I do so love a good fairy tale. We did a luminol test at the crime scene, and we found a bloodstain that didn't match the Justice Minister's blood. I'll remind you that neither Dirk nor Miss Faye were injured during the incident. Ugh. The thing is, this bloodstain we found had been wiped up by someone. What? Who would have done such a thing? That's the big question, isn't it? Who wiped up the blood and why? Thinking about it logically, it must be someone who wanted to conceal their presence at the scene of the crime. And to whom do you suppose the bloodstain might belong? Ma'am, can we take your blood for a second? Do a little test? Belongs to... Hold on. Gotta do the thing. Gotta do the thing. Gotta do the thing. Maybe it got there when she was assassinated 23 years ago. Oh. Stranger things have happened. Like you going this long without a penalty. Yep, I know, but I don't want to be right just yet. The victim, obviously. And do you also know who wiped it up? Maybe the Royal Guard after they stormed in? You contend they neglected their duty to preserve the crime scene? Maybe one of them was the Royal Janitor and he just couldn't help himself. Alright. Alright. Of course, 'twas the real killer. The bloodstain belongs to the real killer, of course. Whoever it was, they were probably shot while they were attacking Minister Inga. And since their blood would give them away, they had to wipe it up. I say this because we know for a fact that the Justice Minister fired his gun in the tomb. Right. Thought you pressed save there for a second. I did that a few times. I'm pretty sure. You have the memory of a flea. There was nowhere for anyone to hide. This too is a known fact. Alright, then fucking explain it. Fucking explain the bloodstains. But a bloodstain from a third party means there must have been someone hiding there. Very well, then tell me this. Where was this third party hiding? Oh, crime scene was thoroughly searched after it was discovered. So if there was a hiding place, it would have to be somewhere no one would dare look. We know that. We know a place. We know the place. We know the place. Smack dab in the middle. Bam. There is one place no one would search, not even the Queen's Royal Guard. And that would be... inside Queen Amara's sarcophagus. Even now, it's locked up tight. No one would find you if you hid in there. I'm told that it's temperature controlled to preserve the mummy within. But if someone dressed warmly enough, they could withstand the cold for a short time. This is sacrilege. Surely the perpetrator of such a foul deed would be cursed. But that's just it. The killer knew everyone would be too scared to open the sarcophagus. The guards were so scared of being cursed, they wouldn't even touch it. And when the coast was clear, The killer made a quick escape from within their frigid confines. Well, now that does sound like a plausible method of awaiting capture. The defense requests a DNA test on the bloodstain. And then we'll just see who the real killer is. Oh, dear God. Bow your head and kneel, lawyer. Oh, God. So your head may be parted from your shoulders. You have to. But the trial's not even over. I'm sorry? How soon you forget. You are already on the headsman's scaffold. As such, I could order your beheading at any moment. All I did was request a DNA test. There is no need to request such a test. Oh, shall we get one done? Yep. Alright, what do we got? The police have already identified the source of the bloodstain. The DNA test revealed that the blood is of the traitor Dirk Sudmatter. Unfortunate. Maybe he coughed it up. There was a lot of blood. Did he have really coughed up that much? And did he wipe it up to hide his failing health? Is it really that bad? Oh, shoot. You got me. Oh, really? Oh, shoot. Pay attention, Horned Devil, for this case has already been solved. You claimed that this bloodstain would lead us to the real killer, did you not? About that. Did you or did you not make that claim of your own volition, defense? Yes, I did. After she steered you in that direction, that is. Fell right into our trap. Do you see now the folly in opposing the very embodiment of the law? Well, you're the embodiment of something, but it sure ain't the law. Whatever you say or do shall come to no avail. The third party at the scene of the crime? It's beyond the realm of possibility. Oh, shut up. I don't care. I hate to say this, but she really got us good. The key to Amara's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family. My husband and I are the only ones who could open it. Therefore, it would be impossible for some knave to open it. Can I really discount the sarcophagus as a hiding place, though? Couldn't you have just, like, sat on top of it? Or does it go all the way up? What if the real killer is still in there? Oh, that's just ridiculous. I believe we have rebels and sympathizers in the gallery today. It is to you I speak. Have you been listening? Dirk Sudmatter, the one who proclaimed a bloodless revolt, has betrayed your cause by resorting to murder. You're right, Dirk would never! Now would be a real good time to say something. So this is why Guard allowed us to cross-examine Dirk. By establishing his guilt in Inga's murder, she's effectively damaged his reputation among those who support him. True, but now we have an even bigger problem. And now, filthy lawyers, you will honor your end of the bargain. Accept your guilty verdict for your failure to explain your client's actions. Rafa? Uh-huh. Now I shall pass judgment upon the criminal Dirk Sudmatter. Rafa? Nayuta? Literally anyone? Emma? You shall pass judgment? But, Your Eminence, is that not my role? Hold your tongue. You are but a figurehead before me, the embodiment of law. Consider yourself dismissed. Oh, you bitch! As Queen of Khura'in, I shall now pass judgment upon the accused. Rafa? Rafa? Emma? Nayuta? Anyone? And why are you fuckers cheering? Literally anyone. I don't care who. Preferably someone else. Wait. You didn't even give me a chance to rebut. Know when you are defeated, lawyer. But just this once, I am willing to show you the depths of my compassion. Tell me why I should allow these proceedings to continue. Come, convince me. Quick, Apollo. Even if you have to bluff, we've got to keep this trial going. Employ the right classic. Bullshitting. Random bullshit. Go! Show her that the crime could have been committed by a third party. How am I supposed to do that? Yeah, it just scared me. Oh, is it Adge time? Is it Adge time? I'll wait. I can wait for a little bit. You can wait for a little bit. Oh! Also, let me turn the AC back on. It's gone? Okay. Oh, why don't you start with, how about the timing of Inga's murder? What? This whole case is built on a single premise. That Inga was murdered after Dirk entered the tomb. True, but what if that's not true? If our assumptions are all wrong? Just might work. Well, don't keep us waiting, defense. Dirk became the prime suspect because it didn't seem probable that there was a third party at the scene of the crime. But there is another question we should ask ourselves at this time. Was Minister Inga really killed after Dirk entered the tomb? What nonsense is this? Setting aside the assumption that the murder occurred after Dirk arrived on the scene, opens up the possibility of a third party committing the crime. The question before us is, when was Minister Inga really killed? After the body was found, that makes little sense. After Dirk entered the tomb, before Dirk entered the tomb. I had a feeling that these other two options wouldn't really give anything funny. Isn't it possible that before Dirk even set foot in the tomb, Minister Inga was already dead? And how they're still continuing, might have missed it. Because we're now trying to we are using the good old random bullshit tactic, and now questioning whether Inga couldn't have been killed beforehand. Whether the murder could have happened before they both entered the, or before Dirk entered the tomb. Like the timing, basically, the time of death. That would certainly make the possibility of a third party more probable. Why, of course. I fell unconscious right after I entered the tomb. Even if I hadn't, I wouldn't have had a clear line of sight to his body from the entrance. Which means you wouldn't have noticed his body either way. This scenario is entirely possible, and so we can't rule out the possibility of a third person committing the crime. I see. Well, that certainly does make sense. So far so good. This might actually work. Very well. I shall play along with whatever little game you have knocking around in that tiny mind. Bigger than yours. I was starting to get quite bored of all this. I could do with a distraction. Yes! Let us hear some testimony that will shed light on when exactly the minister was slain. Bailiff, summon Rafa. Surely she has recovered by now. It's been like, what, 10 minutes? What What about me? Don't I serve a purpose anymore? Poor judge. Poor judgy. Baby! I hope you're feeling better, Your Benevolence. So basically her own verdict didn't work. I'd like to imagine Garan fell down her own stairs. Must I perform the divination seance? What? Oh, no, we merely require your testimony this time. How could my testimony be of any value? Your benevolence? This Rafa seems awfully depressed. Yeah, I wonder why. After what she's been through, summoning her again is like rubbing salt in the wound. Being unable to perform the seance was probably the last straw. I hope she doesn't pass out again. Prosecutor Samadi, may I ask you something? Of course, Your Benevolence. I've been meaning to ask you this since yesterday. Did you know about Queen Amara? And about me? Right about that! From where did you hear such a thing? From Mother. And only yesterday. Rafa was carrying on about telling the truth to the people. So I told her what the truth really was. For it is up to a mother to discipline her child, and is it... Hatred. I see. Be that as it may, Your Benevolence, it has no bearing upon our trial here today. So there is no need to let it trouble you. I know. Garan told Rafa about something other than Amara's status? Sounds like it, but what could it be? What could it be, indeed? The defense has proposed something preposterous. They somehow think your father was already dead when Dirk entered the tomb. But I believe you can prove them wrong. Are you prepared to do what is required of you? Yes, I am ready to testify. Very well then, Your Benevolence. Your testimony, if you please. Okay. And we are taking a break here. Okay, we're now at the Rafa's cross-examination. Yeah, we're taking a break here. And we are going to continue in about 10-ish minutes. Maybe I should get a snack or something, I don't know. Until then. And we are almost back. 1 second. We are going to be back in any moment now. Hold on. And now we are back. Actually, a couple more seconds because I just had chips and now everything is stuck between my teeth. I hate having teeth with a lot of gaps. Chips have to be like one of the, as lovely and tasty as they are, have to be one of the like most annoying snacks. Come on, come on. Oh god, there's one little corner that I can't get out. Ah. Yeah. It's fine. Annoying, but fine. Anyway, I also have applesauce. So there's that. Anyway, let's continue. Back we go to Rafa's testimony. On the day of the murder, I was gazing upon the courtyard from my second floor veranda. Veranda? Around 2:30 p.m., I saw my father heading for Amara's tomb. 2:30 p.m. Then at about 2:45, I saw Barbed Head and company enter the courtyard. I saw no one go in or out of the tomb after my father entered at 2:30. Yes, that up there on the left is hers. And at about 2:30. And shortly after that, you people arrived at my royal residence. No one went in or out of there until the murder was discovered. The tomb is closed to outsiders, so no one could have snuck in before the murder. That rules out any possibility of a third party lying in wait to slay my poor husband. I mean, or so she'd like us to believe. They could have just entered before. Now hear me, you useless lawyer. Cease this charade and bow before me. For I, Queen Garan, shall finally have your head. Forgive me, Your Eminence, but first let us allow the defense to question the witness. Why, thank you for taking my side at least once. I've been watching the courtyard until we arrived. Yeah, how long has she been there? Oh. I mean, to be expected. Yep. 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 It's not easy being a princess. Your benevolence? I'd be happy to lend an ear if you'd ever like to talk. What would you know of my woes? Do not presume to exceed your station in life. Sheesh. Teenagers. .30. Okay. Let's, the time of death is around 3 p.m. Do we have anything else? Notepad? Nope. Picture taken at around 2 p.m. of the channeling rite. We have this. Forgot what exactly, Oh, wait. 3 p.m. Shadow was surprised by a fact ran into the courtyard and stole the... Okay, that's the one. That's the one. Did your father seem different or troubled in any way? What unusual thing? A shriek emanated from within my father's quarters, after which I witnessed him bolt outside, his countenance drained of its usual color. He screamed and he was looking pale. I mean, he must have seen something. Or, I mean... maybe it was a nightmare about being raked over the coals by the queen. It seems our young lawyer here wishes to hasten his journey to the Twilight Realm. The Twilight Realm. Apollo, be as rude as you want. She deserves it. Yes, though. Yes. Why does my applesauce taste a little weird? Maybe it's because of the chips I ate. I have a thought, but I don't know how it would all fit together. Maybe. Maybe. And I feel like this would be... but no. No, that makes no sense. So my first thought was that maybe Inga was already dead. Someone channeled him, which could only have been the Queen or Maya. And I mean, to be fair, wait. I mean, to be fair, we did see her in that channeling chamber. So maybe, because Maya couldn't have... I mean, Maya would have no way of getting into the chamber, right? Maybe she killed Inga, channeled him in his room. Inga woke up, realized for some reason he was not dead, panicked, ran to the tomb, and then something. And then something. Anyone else come out? Didn't see anyone else, just my father. That was a little... yeah, a little unsure there. Be nice and leave it be. Press softly. Your benevolence? Yes? This incident was a real shock to us all. It must have been really terrible for you. But I want to let you know, I know how you feel. Please stop. You presume too much. It's times like these that you need something to take your mind off things. How about we all go on a picnic together or something? You're trying so hard. Okay, I guess press her harshly then. That didn't go well. Alright, I tried to be nice. No, we're going back to that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna press these two first, and then we're gonna go back to statement 3. Let's see. True, 45. Uh-huh. I spilled applesauce on my top. Time for revolution. Oh, honey. I think I've been watching too much of that TV show. I have already banned its broadcast for containing content unsuitable to our kids. Well, that's ironically topical. That is, you know. Funnily enough, very on topic with what is currently going on. Besides, the actress playing Rafa looked nothing like her. I can't believe my subjects feeling so disappointed when they see the real Rafa. I can't have my subjects feeling so what? That's mean! You bitch! I shall be just as full-figured as an oh, sweetheart! She's placing all her hopes on one final growth spurt. For her sake, I hope it's in her DNA. I suppose you could always hope for a miracle. Oh, I'll show you. I shall double my milk intake and grow up big and strong. Oh, see, she's so cute. You're fine just the way you are. No, may I ask that you continue? Oh. Mm-hmm. Has a commanding view of the entire ground. I saw no one else. That doesn't seem right somehow. My god! Can you leave her be? Talk about a mother I'd never wish on my worst enemy. Dude, she needs Nana. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go back to statement 3. Press this, and we go through this again. Press harshly. Slam. Your benevolence. Let's have some details. The more the better. Details, you say? Yes. For example, are you sure you didn't see anyone in the royal residence before 2:30? Another slam. Well, is that a yes or no? Foreign devil, I've been pacing upon the courtyard since about 2 yesterday. Yet I saw none other than my father. Oh, well. I think you've struck a nerve, or rather, obliterated one. Maybe I pressed a little too hard. Well, what are the options then? So you didn't see anyone except your father in the courtyard after 2 p.m., huh? Please add that to your testimony, Your Benevolence. It's fine, it works. Father was the only one I saw. I call bullshit! At around 2 p.m. Bam. Your Benevolence, you're covering for someone, aren't you? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Rafa, but you're not gonna like this. Well, the thing is, I have a statement here that you might find interesting. It's from a witness who claims that around 2 p.m. his dog got loose and ran into the palace courtyard. That's when the little fellow stole this hat from someone. That's Naina's. I mean, nothing. Never mind. Sweetheart. You fool of a daughter. It seems the princess made it a blunder. So, let me get this straight. This is Naina's head. Head? This is her head! Which means she had to have been in the royal residence at around 2. If so, then you had to have seen Naina sometime after 2 p.m. yesterday. Oh, the theme. Please, Your Benevolence, tell us what you really saw. As you say, Hornhead, I saw Naina. And I saw that dingbat dog steal her hat from her in front of my father's residence. Why didn't you say so in the first place? My mother— Oh! I'm sorry, who told you not to? Who told you not to? Would you care to explain, Your Eminence? I request that she withhold said information, for it is of no relevance to this case. You don't get to this— Fine. If you disagree, then prove that it is relevant to the case at hand. Oh, I will. Your Benevolence, please tell us everything you witnessed when you saw Naina. Alright. When I saw that dingbat dog attack Naina, I ran to help. I raced from my second floor veranda down into the courtyard. Wait, that means that while you were coming down, you took your eyes off the courtyard. But only for a moment. This is crucial testimony. If you took your eyes off the courtyard, it means somebody else could have entered the tomb without you ever knowing. Oh? Your Benevolence? Are you sure no one else was there? Oh. Yes. She's hiding something again. What about Naina? Were you able to help her? Was she already gone? Yep. Gone. I never saw her again after that. Any idea what happened? That dingbat dog must have gobbled her up! It's a puppy! Honey! I seriously doubt that. But how could Naya simply disappear while Rafa wasn't looking? Rafa must know something. The only question is what? Why Shadow was in the courtyard, where Nana disappeared to, why Nana disappeared. Anything funny? Those puppy dog eyes! Apollo confirmed puppy. I mean, Apollo is very dog-coded. Actually, no. Apollo is more cat-coded, I feel like. Clavier is dog-coded. Where that's the right answer probably, so we will go with Y. Even educated guess would help. For example, maybe she got Apollo! You can't just say that! That's mean! Francisca Von Karma, thank you for following! Apollo, that's mean! And I hope you're doing well today. Also, why was that read on page? And where's the sound? Why did that not? Why is that alert? No, alert sounds should be off. Oh, there we go. There we go, there it is. Well, that's another one. Nana went to buy some milk? No! The poor child! Yeah, Apollo, dude! You're not even gonna deny your behavior? I mean, at least she's self-aware. Moving right along. Okay. Bam. Do you have any idea where Nana disappeared to? Apollo went to get milk? Apollo would leave to get milk with the intention to actually go get milk, but because of the way he is and the way he always gets caught up in random bullshit, he would be away for longer than intended. Without having a choice. Like, he would unintentionally leave for milk and never come back. Yeah, he will come back, but he'll probably come back later because he'll get caught up in something else. And that's gonna throw all his plans into chaos. During the time you took your eyes off the courtyard, someone could have headed into the tomb. And it just so happens that Nana disappeared right— Wait! Where would she be? What if— No. Like being shot down by the military, for example. Wait, you think Nana had something to do with the murder? I don't think we can rule it out. Sounds like something that kept Nana occupied since the early morning. Plus, she was seen right before the murder and then seemed to vanish into thin air. Alright. And since she's Reifa's attendant, she could come and go as she pleased within the palace grounds. Would Reifa's attendant really be the killer? That would mean... Oh... These were the people I trusted most! How could— No! Do not heed their lies. Lawyers are a foul breed, quick to claim that a third party is to blame for a crime, because that's sometimes just how it fucking goes. Nana did not enter the tomb, that much is certain. And how would you know? When Nana's hat was stolen, that crazed cur spilled an urn full of water upon my husband's doorsteps. Is that not right, Reifa? Yes, it is. While that dingbat dog was tugging on Nana's hat, it tipped over the urn. The bottoms of her shoes would have been soaked with water. And if she had truly headed into the tomb with wet shoes, she would have left shoe prints along the way. The only shoe prints confirmed belong to my husband, Inga. But where is she now? Oh! That's right, Nana never did go into the tomb that day. I mean, to be fair— wait, no. Instead, she entered my husband's private quarters. And so where is she now? How do you know? It's quite simple. Shoe prints were discovered in Inga's private quarters. Shoe prints that belonged to Nana. She was the one who channeled Inga. She went in, channeled Inga, then as Inga, went back out. And that's why he screamed. That would probably mean that Nana killed him there, though. Well, no, not necessarily. Nana could not possibly have gone into the tomb. And that supposed third person at the crime scene is but a figment of your imagination. I mean, now we have the question of how did Nana get back? Where is Nana now? Because if she went into the chamber, then she must have come out as well, but there were no footprints. Oh, yada yada yada, I don't care. Oh, go away. Are those guys fanboy any harder? Is it really true? Did Nana not go into the tomb? Excuse me, but... Mr. Wright? Your benevolence, what time was it when that dog attacked Nana? I believe it was about 2:15 p.m. Let's see. Apollo. If Nana entered Inga's private quarters at around 2:15, and Inga came racing out at around 2:30, pale-faced and screaming, then... That might explain his scream. Are we heading towards this? Screamed because... Okay, we're going, he was attacked. He had a bad dream, you know, it happens. Even big justice ministers sometimes have nightmares. Maybe he dreamt of you becoming a juvenile delinquent. Dyeing your hair purple, chasing him around on a motorcycle, stuff like that. That would freak out any parent, that's for sure. But would it change anything we know about this case? It's not. He saw a ghost. Maybe he saw a ghost. He ran out of Je suis la belle. Maybe even a bunch of ghosts, like from all the people he sentenced to death. Sure, and they'll be back tonight. The spirits of the dead, unable to rest in peace. If you're not careful, your benevolence, they might curse you too. Aw, honey. You seem awfully frightened for a princess who communes with spirits. Because he was attacked by Nana. Even though we still don't know where Nana is. Maybe he was attacked by Nana. This would make the Justice Minister's private quarters the real scene of the crime. Does your idiocy know no bounds? The minister's body was found in the tomb. Or are you suggesting that the body was moved? Was moved from his private quarters? I mean, it has to exist, right? Considering the fact that the body was found in the tomb might say there is a possibility. What utter nonsense. Rafa had been watching the courtyard. Yet you would suggest that someone could have transported the body unnoticed? You have a point there. That- oh, is it- oh. So he didn't die in there. Fair- yeah. I understand if the scream was in reaction to Nana's attack. But Inga died in the tomb. Maybe where he was stabbed and where he died were two completely different locations, but... yeah, but what about the blood? Let's look at this as simply as possible. If the minister's body wasn't moved, he might have been stabbed by Nana in his private quarters. but then died in the tomb. Do we have, like, any... On the one hand it seems plausible, on the other it seems sadly implausible. Prosecutor said, Marty, what is that fool babbling on about now? Is this a riddle from one of those fortune cookies Americans seem so fond of? Perhaps, but I believe he himself does not know what he means to say. I usually don't. In all likelihood, it was a poor attempt to confuse us. We should simply ignore him. It wasn't finished yet, so hold off the analysis, would you? The autopsy report never stated that the minister's death was instantaneous, so he could have conceivably moved from one place to another after being stabbed. Are you suggesting he ran all the way to the tomb with a knife sticking out of his back? I mean, to be fair, yeah, if the knife was still inside, then there would have been less blood loss. That's the gist of it. In short, Minister Inga saw Nena with a knife. What do you have, Nena? A knife! Let out a scream, and when he turned his back to her to flee... Right, and that's when he was stabbed from behind. Does my theory hold water? She's probably gonna point out... How dare you bore me like this? Huh? You are a humorless moron spewing an endless stream of unamusing drivel. I wasn't trying to be funny, Your Eminence. Prosecutor, enlighten this ignorant clown in lawyer's clothing. Your Eminence. Oh, come on! Oh, you bitch! Hi, Utah! You dull, slow-witted, putrid-minded lawyer. Buddy, we need to get you some new insults. Perhaps you would be too stupid to notice you have been stabbed in the back. But a normal person would have noticed due to the excruciating pain. Hold on a second. Allow me to teach you the meaning of pain. No. Normally most people would notice a dagger in their back. True, normally. Exactly. Yep, I know. There's a reason Inga didn't feel any pain, and the defense will submit video evidence proving just... Video evidence? Evidence. Just regular evidence. No video. Proving just that. Because of this. Painkiller shots. Those are my father's painkiller shots. The defense will explain the significance of this evidence. Minister Inga suffered from terrible back pain, so he often injected himself with these. We're told that one shot in the back would make all his pain go away. With this, it's easy to explain what happened. Don't tell me you didn't know about these, Your Eminence. Ooh! A little flinch. Minister Inga was stabbed in his back, close to where he usually injected the painkiller. Therefore, it's entirely possible that he hadn't noticed that he'd been stabbed. Which, honestly, would be fucking wild. Like, how strong would those painkillers have to be for him to not notice? Even among, like, the panic and everything. Are you suggesting Justice Minister Inga really ran off with a knife protruding from his back? I needed that anesthesia. That's some strong painkillers. Ooh. I mean, with that cape of his, I couldn't see his back very well. The knife was there. It was just plunged in so deep you didn't notice it under the cape. I mean, but then it would have to... I mean, I guess you could have stabbed him under the cape. I guess that could have happened. And from above. Like, I guess it's possible. Therefore, when you saw your father, he was already dead. Murdered by Nana in his private quarters. Holkonka indeed. Holy Mother of Kurain, are we dealing with the living dead here? I was gonna try to make some kind of Walking Dead joke here, but my brain couldn't think of anything. Well, technically, he wasn't dead yet. I know it's hard to believe, but this is a plausible sequence of events. And once Mr. Inga arrived at the tomb, he could have removed the knife and dropped dead from blood loss. Nina killed my father? There must be some mistake. The defense would like to call Nana to the stand, wherever she is. You seek to drag an innocent old woman to the stand with no proof whatsoever. Well, we could get proof if she testified. There's no real proof, but I mean, that's the point. That way we're trying to get proof from her. What a tangled web of expedient lies you weave. Oh. Who or what shall I believe in now? Sorry, Rafa. All I've done is confuse you. But I have a sneaking suspicion nope. Nana's involved in this case one way or another. Just when I thought we'd blown this case wide open. Well, there's no turning back now. Excuse me while I pour myself some more water. You fool of a lawyer. Do you know— I know why you are so desperate to prove the accused innocent. Maybe because he is? You do? Because he faces public execution if proven guilty. As shall you under the stipulations of the Defense Culpability Act. From the moment you accepted this case, you have had no choice but to fight for your lives. I mean, yeah, that's— I mean, I guess that's part of it. Like, that's not the main motivation behind all of this. The simple fact is I've always believed that Dirk is innocent. Ah, still you cling to your pretense? Very well, I shall offer you a bargain. If you would admit that the accused is guilty, right here, right now, I shall overlook your crime of abetting him and you will not be subject to execution. Oh, go fuck yourself. Is this some sort of joke? Far from it. As queen, I have the power to grant pardons even to criminals like you. And with the wave of my hand, I can even reduce the severity of a sentence. Perhaps even for Dirk, should you be willing to cooperate. She wasn't kidding when she said that she's the law here. To flaunt that power in our faces like that. That's just wrong. Also, like, who's to say that she would even stick to her fucking word? Forget all that has transpired in our kingdom and return to your own country in peace. Well, will you abandon your defense of the accused and accept my generous offer? If I don't take this deal, we'll be executed along with Dirk if he's found guilty. Just to check, just to see. Just to see. Oh god, 1 second. I snoze. I sneezed. At this point, Apollo would rather die than be channeled to beat her up, as he should. True. See? I bet for Theta too. Life affairs is not something you should gamble with. Mr. Aventurino Stratagems would like to have a word with you. Still. made a promise. So you can't. You just can't. Oh. And there's one more person I can't abandon in his time of need. Of course you can! Which leaves me no choice. Nice try, Garan, but it looks like you don't know what justice is made of. You won't kowtow to threats like that, Your Eminence. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I can't back down now. I don't want to drag you into this, so... Don't worry, I'm with you, Apollo. To the bitter end, if need be. And while I can't say I'm used to it, this isn't exactly my first rodeo. True, he's gone through this twice. Yep. 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 So keep on fighting, Apollo. You'll hear no objections from me, for once. Oh, God. Oh god, everything. Fucking my throat, my nose, yawning. You'll die if you lose this case. Why would you even entertain the notion of continuing? Now there's a fly in front of me? I believe that Dirk is innocent. That's why. And besides, trials exist to give the truth a chance to get out in the open. You can't give up just because you're afraid of some punishment. Even if that punishment is death? Does that not frighten you, Hornhead? I wouldn't be scared. I mean, just thinking about it. Makes me weak in the knees, to be honest. But as a lawyer, I have a duty to protect my client. Can't just abandon that. Yeah, talk to her! And yet, It's a heavy burden, alright. Rafa looks like she's really struggling. Yes, yes, yes. We literally saw this exact scene before. But it's no surprise, considering the torrent of painful truth she's had to face. Very well then. If the defense is prepared to face the death sentence under the Defense Culpability Act, Jesus Christ, then I see no reason not to continue with the proceedings. But I must admit, I see no grounds for doubting the accused's guilt. Unless the defense has further evidence that would indicate a different suspect. Do we have anything like that? We sure do. Probably somewhere. Do you have any new evidence you would care to present, or shall I have the executioner start his preparations? Alright. That new evidence indicating a different suspect, exists. Surely. Of course I have some new evidence. Unless this is another case where I have to say no. Doesn't sound the least bit concerned. Can't let her get to me. Points to a different suspect. Okay, okay, okay. No. May 18th, Parkman 3 no. No. Stab in the back with a knife. I mean, it is strange that the button was there. That's Dirk's. We know whose that is. Woman's photo, channeling photo. I mean, I think it's too soon. Federal weapons, holding his hat. File containing a ton of info on the assassination. Document establishing the defense. What if I just go for it? Nope, that's not it. That is not it. Yep. For shame, yada yada yada. Okay, we're gonna say it does not exist. I feel like this is one of those cases. Just as I thought. I was so hoping you'd present meaningless evidence to allow me to claim your head. Me? Never. Glad I didn't walk headfirst into that one then. Yeah! Of course I wouldn't do that. I'm not that stupid. Never! Unless we can prove that Nina killed Inga, this trial is over. So are we. Isn't there still a way to get the proof we need even without a key me? I mean, yeah, we would have to ask Raven to do it. Oh, certainly won't be easy, but it's worth a try. Your Majesty. A crucial step in uncovering the truth behind this case has yet to be taken in this trial. And I'm positive that I can back up our claim with this one step. Just how do you propose to do that? With the help of a certain someone. You need help. From someone? Well, I can't imagine who it could be. But I suppose I must ask. Whose help do you need? Obviously we need, Miles, please help. Alright. What that is? Here in Corrine, legal proceedings include the viewing of the victim's final moments. But that requires your benevolence's help. Such information is just as vital as any other piece of conclusive evidence. If you're right about this, Rayfa's power should enable her to see the very moment Nena stabbed Inga. It'll be hard to watch your father's murder, but it's the only way to uncover the truth. Your benevolence, we need you and your power. You need me? You shut your ass up! Wretched simpleton. Did you not see what ensued in the previous attack? Oh, don't talk as if you didn't make her do that! You would only succeed in wasting more time. Or is it your goal to make her collapse again? The princess said she was prepared earlier. Besides, it's her duty as royal priestess. I'd say it's all up to her now. Am I prepared? Prepared to fulfill my duty? Isn't a divination seance required at all trials anyway? If so, I imagine there would be a problem with handing down a verdict without one. Indeed, it would be problematic. Under Corini's law, the seance must be conducted before a verdict can be rendered. And now Yep. I am the law. I can change the law at will. You can't. If I must dispense with that vexing law, then dispense with it I shall. As ruling sovereign of Corine, I proclaim the following. Do her nails serve as a fucking pen? Henceforth, the divination seance shall be optional. She has the power to do that? She just rewrote the law with a flourish of her hand. Mother, I do not wish for the trial to end like this. It is as the defense said, I must not neglect my duty simply because I am afraid. I shall go through with it this time. I will conduct the seance once more. Rayfa, do not be fooled by his lawyerly guile. You are not prepared to witness your father's death. No, listen. That alone would be like enough reason for me to do it anyway. Just to spite this woman. But Ornette needs my help. Rayfa, did you not tell me earlier? Did you not tell me you were prepared? But despite your grandiose posturing, you collapse in a most piteous fashion. Even worse, you have erred in your insights of late. Or has not the barbed one there overturned them more than once? You cannot be trusted to keep your word, nor can you reveal the truth through your insights. So I say to you, be gone. I need you dead. I need your head rolling. This sacred hall of justice has no need for such a ruthless royalty. I'm sorry. So you think me worthless? That alone would be enough for me to just do this out of pure spite. Her benevolence says she can do it, doesn't she? So I don't see why you have to condemn her before she's even made the attempt. Very well, horned devil. If you really are so bent on having a seance, I shall give my consent. Really? However, should Rafa fail once more, you two and the accused shall be executed on the spot. Come again? Oh, you bitch. This is proving to be far more entertaining than I had anticipated. Well, lawyer, what say you? Will you wager your life and call on Rafa to perform a divination seance? Listen, I can't even pretend here. Fucking... Of course I'm gonna call on Rafa. I don't think you're worthless, your benevolence. Far from it, in fact. If you say you can do it, then I believe in you. I do not understand. If I fail, you'll be put... Listen. If we do anything, we'll be put to death. So what does it matter? I know you collapsed during your previous attempt. We don't have to see it again. Thank you very much. Can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But despite that, you are willing to try again. I have faith in that conviction, in that courage. So she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the seance? But it looks like she's got the determination to try again. Right. And that's a bet I'm willing to take. But... it is as Mother said. I've erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say that you believe in me? I wouldn't take stock in those words, your benevolence. Despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all. In the trials I've been a part of here in Khura'in, I would have never proven my client's innocence without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insight they provided served as vital leads to finding the truth. My seances? So please, your benevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time. Rafa, stop this madness. It is for your own good. You are ill prepared to face your father's death. Go, leave the sacred hall at once. Atta girl! What did you say? Oh my god, she's so cute! I said no, Mother. For I am the royal priestess of Khura'in. Take that book and fucking throw it at her head. Even if you do not need me, Mother. What did this Hall of Justice do? He proved that to me by risking his own life. It is because of him that I now understand. Yeah, let's go! Your benevolence? Mother taught me that the divination seance was a mirror reflecting naught but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Barb had disproved the insights it offered. And now I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father and Mother, even Nana. I had believed in them above all others. I finally know now. I know in what I can trust. Yourself! The royal priestess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that it can be interpreted properly. That is how I believe trials here in Khura'in should function. Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It is my power that leads trials toward the truth. That is my sacred duty, and I will never shirk from it again. That right there, your benevolence, is the product of what you've learned in your struggle so far. Truth that you realized with your own strength. Let's go! Your Eminence, the royal priestess says she will conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, you are worried that it might reveal something you find inconvenient. Get her ass. Mother, I am done letting you have your way. Rafa, you would actually rebel against me, your mother and queen. The fact that she feels the need to tag this on. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. What is that supposed to like? The fucking power play. Though I am scared to see my father's death, I must face my fear. That is what Hordhead has taught me here today. Ooh, special cutscene. She takes off her own robe! Hell yeah. Your Eminence, seems the princess is more grown up than you thought. Rafa? Then let us proceed with the divination seance. Victim's final moments. This should be interesting. I wonder what Inga's memories are going to show us. Okay, I kind of thought the last one was gonna be the last, so we're gonna skip the next one. Unless it's something special. Oh, yeah.
今、奉納の舞をもって被害者の御霊を呼び戻さん。解くと見よ。水鏡に映し出されし最後の記憶を。
Okay, I think this isn't gonna be anything new. I am gonna assume this is the same question mark. So, you know what? I'm just gonna go. Oh, just in case we're gonna. Actually, you know what? Just in case we're gonna let it play out. Just to be double and triple safe. And so I can let my voice rest for a little. We're not gonna keep going for too much longer. I don't know if we're gonna finish this part. I mean, actually, it might. Will be a shorter stream, but I can feel my voice fading already, so that's the problem. Alright, let's see here. Grapes, incense, sour. Huh. Footsteps, probably his own. Man's voice. Pain, footsteps. Children laugh? Oops. What the heck? His face, it's just like... I mean, we have a... We know why that is. I think that's the last thing anyone expected to see. There's a body snatcher, got it. Are we to understand that this was the last thing the victim saw? There can be no mistake. That was what my father himself witnessed. Very strange, you don't suppose? The Holy Mother possessed the accused and slew Minister Inga before for planning a coup? Hey, listen! If that's gonna get us off the hook, I'll take it! Talk about a sharp left turn to the Twilight Zone. You know, there's one thing in there that caught my attention. Yeah, the laughter is weird. Why are they laughing? So I suppose it could be dark after he slew my husband. Uh-huh. That figure didn't even have a mouth. Oh, we can explain that one, though. I think we're done here, lawyer. How so? You claimed that Minister Inga was stabbed in his private quarters, and feeling no pain, went to the tomb where he eventually fell dead. Yeah, but that was the tomb where he was. Yep. Oh, that. Therefore, as I asserted all along, it was the accused who stabbed the minister in the tomb. Everything just backfired big time. Ron has the devil's own luck, doesn't she? Now then, I shall give voice to the soul of the deceased. Listen well and heed these words. Okay, now the question is, do I continue here? because my voice is already starting to fade. Okay, let me think. Today is Saturday. Let me go back to the menu just to check where we're at right now. Just to check. I think we're like in like the Okay, we did finish like the first 3-ish parts of this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. And we did that in 2 hours-ish. So we could still finish it next week if Friday is gonna be the HSR stream. I do plan to like meet up with my sister at some point throughout this week, but I could definitely probably squeeze in 2 more streams, which I don't think is gonna be enough. But I could also like hang on an hour after the HSR live stream. So I think, whoopsies, those are my headphones. I think we're gonna stop here. Yeah. I think this is a good place to stop. My throat needs rest because I'm not used to like non-stop reading for 2 hours anymore. Especially with voices and stuff. So it's probably best if I rest my voice for a little bit. And next week, I hope we can finish the game next week. I do hope we'll manage that. I think we can squeeze in 2 streams, and if need be, we can use like another hour or so after the HSR live stream. Possibly. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me for today then. I thank you guys for being here today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. We're gonna finish this case soon. We're gonna do it. We're gonna lock in. Feels nice to be alive again. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish it next. If not next week, then the week after for sure. But anyway, I wish you all a lovely rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. Consider following the Blue Sky, the Twitch, the YouTubes, all that stuff. Stay safe, take care, and we're gonna continue this next week. Until then, bye bye.